What captured my attention to come here, it's kind of a mystery. I think it was the empowerment part of it, because I have had issues with self-expression, and I've always been very shy talking in front of people, especially in a crowd. Getting like a lot of anxiety, even in a circle, like even in a sharing circle, I would get like a lot of anxiety, and it was just really holding me back, because there was like all these opportunities, people wanted to collaborate with me and work with me doing different things, but it would all involve me being able to step up and talk in front of people. And I wasn't, like, I love music, but I was never a musician, I never sang. In a way I was like, why am I going to this school? I was very drawn to it, and I knew I needed to come here.
And the mystery school is a space where you can really explore who you truly are and let go of all the stories of who you should be and come into resonance with who you really are.
Using the belief that I get really nervous every time I talk in front of people.
And so they have this longing that life must be more than an 8-to-4 job, must be more than taking a long education and fitting in, that there's something more magical to life and more fun and creative and loving. So they come to really find themselves.
I really came feeling like my sense of self-expression was so limited compared to what I knew I could, what it could be, like who I feel myself to be. And I'm so confused of why do I feel so like I'm holding myself back. And being here, we open up spaces that are really harmonious and beautiful and blissful, so you can really feel who you are in your essence. And like, oh, this is who I am, this is what I'm gonna bring.
The reason why we call it a mystery school is we're very inspired by the mystery schools of our ancestors. There were mystery schools all over ancient Egypt, which were training grounds for people to learn how to be beings of light in physical bodies, how to heal other people using their hearts and their energy and their voices. And then we have all these vocal practices where we tone specific sounds that have been toned for all these thousands of years. And when we do that, it's like we take an energetic shower that washes away all that is not who we really are. And we can rest back into our natural state of being, which is calm, present, loving, kind. And then we use other practices like ancient Egyptian practices, where we also tone the energy centers of our energy body that activates our light body. That we have our physical body, and then we have our light body, which is our energy field. And we can use sound to really activate that. And when that is fully activated, we feel good.
I would say the vocal toning has been very powerful because it's a practice that we can do every day. It's something that I can see myself being disciplined and continually integrating it into my own practice. Through vocal toning, I'm able to see where I'm at energetically on a day-to-day basis and able to open in spaces that need a little bit more release.
I did this so many times with different teachers, with different ceremonies and different techniques. Always I'm saying, yes, I let go and I'm ready to, but always again I'm falling back into depression and darkness. So what life showed me until now is yes, I can be in the purest light and I know who I am and I can sing super beautifully and I can live my life and blah, blah, blah. But I always fall back into darkness, so I lost the trust in myself.
Look down and see yourself lying peacefully. Say goodbye for now. You're going to take a little journey.
I had this image the other day of me being an instrument, and I came here super out of tune as an instrument, and now I just feel like I got tuned. And I feel so good, you know, like I don't have to go so high in the positive, oh wow, yeah, everything is so amazing, and I don't also have to be so much in the dark, like depression, and so I'm more balanced. And I'm so looking forward to whatever will come now, and I feel like I'm more stable and I got to know myself more. I was shown more patterns of myself. I feel empowered and I feel like strong to face life back home.
My intention was to just learn, but all of a sudden we dove so deep. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So I learned through this growing and releasing process how to be myself and how to serve this medicine and what kind of medicine I can bring with me back to the world through my own growth and release. I think it was just a big opening door into my own world, which was full of surprises. I had no idea what am I carrying inside of me.
We throw this powerful spell on everyone who comes to the mystery school, that we call in the light for the highest good, for everyone there and everyone who's not there. Whatever it is that you need to work with will come up to the surface. All your shadow, all your blind spots, all the ways that you in sneaky ways sabotage yourself from doing what you really came here to do comes right smack into your face. And that's uncomfortable. So uncomfortable that people will be trying to leave and saying, this is not what I signed up for. I signed up for love, light, namaste. I want to be more of my light. But when you start working with your frequency and raising your vibration, you get to face your shadow. And our shadow is the ways that we suppressed who we truly are, or had it suppressed. It has become this power center that's trying to get our attention. And so we access that shadow by doing all this inner work. And if you truly want to be an empowered therapist or sound healer, you need to do your own inner work. You need to get out of your own way so you can become a channel that's so available for other people to assist them in their healing.
The real gem or the real goal that I feel like I got from this whole experience was the opportunity to see all of my patterns, like all the little games I play with myself, and just to really notice all the things that don't fit into this new vibration and become the observer rather than be caught in the whole story of it all. It was just pure golden. I was like laughing at myself so much. It's like, look at what I'm doing. I was so conditioned. The deconditioning happened. The clarity comes in and it's like, bing! Wow! Oh my God! Wow! So, yeah, I am so happy I came here.
You know, we have a concept of who we are, or I have a concept of, and now it has exploded. And a few days ago I felt like this is just nothing of what I've been told is true. You know, I felt like a multi-dimensional being in a big universe, and that our experience is not limited to this earth, that we are actually living not on this earth, but we are living in the universe, and we are part of the universe.
Layers have literally fallen away, and being in a vibrational space, in the space of community, in a space where we are all learning that the most potent thing we can do for ourselves is to be vulnerable and open. And in this space, that vulnerability is very much received. And through that vulnerability, I'm feeling a strength build, a magnetic center build inside of me.
The power of sound, in our experience, works on 3 different levels. One, it helps our nervous system unwire and relax. It helps us release any stress, any tension in our physical body. That's the first level, and for most people, really necessary. And then the second really profound way it works is that we shift in pure sound. Our left brain, after about 20 minutes, goes to sleep. Our left brain is our rational mind, thinking mind, analytical mind. It goes to sleep, and our right brain, our feminine, intuitive, creative brain, lights up as a Christmas tree. And that happens because we go into a different brainwave state. And it's like we slip off into an altered state of consciousness. And in that state, we have access to, it's kind of like dreaming. We have access to the astral realm, so we can go out of our bodies and drift off into other realms. We can go into past life regressions. We can access our subconscious mind. Everything, our trauma, the belief systems that we have stored since we were small kids, suddenly we have access to them and we can start working with them. We also can get profound messages, visions of our future, visions of our purpose, like why we came here in these physical bodies. And the mystery of being human and being an infinite being of light in a human body can reveal itself in these altered states of consciousness.
Deep inhale to begin at the heart with
And then the third way that we experience the power of sound is that when we use our voices to sing and tone, we raise our vibration. And when we raise our vibration, we shift into a different frequency. We are unique vibrational beings, so when we start singing and sounding, we are impacting our core vibration, our core frequency. And the law of physics says that if you change your own frequency, you get to experience a different reality, because the reality you experience at any given time is a reflection of your frequency, which is a set of beliefs and ideas and values and past experiences. So when we start moving energy in our vibrational field, we access a different reality.
What does sound mean for me? I would say it's a language for me, but it's like a universal language. You can come from anywhere in the world and you can understand what someone is singing because it's going to create an emotion inside of you. So I feel it's a very beautiful tool to communicate.
Sound to me is full-on magic and alchemy. It is the activation of remembrance and awareness within the cells, and it is heart connection. It's a way to connect with your own heart, a way for your heart to connect with other hearts.
Sound to me means opening. I think that's as far as I've explored it. For me, it's the practice of being aware of what's going on in my physiology, in my brain, where it's stuck. And when I allow my brain to focus on the sound, then I feel parts of me opening up that are knotted or cloudy or not alive. And so in some of these sound journeys where we are passive, lying on the floor, I find myself really focusing on relaxing into the sound, and it allows my mind to focus on something. And some of those sounds that are presented have so many different overtones, and exploring those overtones with my focus and intention has an effect on me just feeling grounded and open. And I think that that's fertile ground for creativity, for intention setting, for committing to certain aspects of myself or certain dreams that I have.
Medicina de las plantas, muchas gracias, Yarari. I've really taken on the mastery and alchemy of cacao, which is the plant spirit that we work with every day to align with our hearts and connect with our higher self and to connect with our own unique vibrational sound. And cacao helps with all of those things, and I get to create it every day.
For me, it's a way to open up into that soul-heart resonance of understanding and being in a space of soul awareness.
I love cacao. Cacao is my medicine. It just opens up the heart and it gives more of an easy access to whatever you want to work through or whatever you want to gain. It gives you clarity. It just gives you this really grounding support.
It works really with your body in such a way that like all these layers of who you are and who you want to be come to the surface, and the cacao spirit just helps you connect with your heart so that you can truly live that life in that way, radiating love and knowing that you're going towards what you are meant to be offering here, your gifts to the world.
The sound journeys that are offered in our residency always blows my mind. Often because it's never been seen before. The creative genius that people tap into is mind-blowing and heart-blowing, because people aren't preparing for weeks and days. It's something that's created in the moment because they're present and they're using their intuition and their innocence and their wonder and their creativity.
The workshops were amazing. It was really empowering to do the sound journeys and do the morning practice. My favorite part was actually getting up and leading a prayer, just holding space and kind of stepping into this power of I can hold the ceremony and invite everybody to open their hearts, and that was really something that I feel passionate about and I see myself going home to do.
My relationship with sound runs deep. I've always had a relationship with music, but it's always been in a performance kind of way, for entertainment or for my own personal joy or excitement. But through this course and through diving deep and asking what is sound and what is my true relationship with sound, I've discovered it can be used powerfully as a healing modality. The instrument that I'm resonating with the most would be the gong, and all the overtones and the sounds that come with it. They open up these portals for me to enter. And through these portals, they're able to insert light codes and different sounds that open up your consciousness to higher dimensions. So I'm experiencing my multidimensional self.
I'm really grateful for the team. Thomas creating this whole little world on the lake Atitlan is really magic. He's definitely one of a kind person. I'm really happy to know him and learn from him. And he opened my world to those very high realms and the gongs and the way how he speaks about his instruments and channels all those beings. It was like, okay, I like that. I resonate with this a lot.
I can pick up an instrument I may never have touched before, and I can use the sound of that instrument intuitively to connect with the light, to connect with what this person really needs in the moment, without having to have gone through a technical training. So it's a place of playing, it's a laboratory of remembering that we've done this before, that we are souls awakening to a potential that's already been learned in other lifetimes. So, for example, some people remember rituals from temple times in other countries, in other timelines, and they bring that forth. And so the creativity is off the roof, and people get this sense of, well, I can do anything if I'm just truly available and open up my channel, I can go into what we call the fifth dimension, which is this space outside time where we just know and we tap into this mastery, innate intelligence.
The temple day, oh my God. Wow, it was absolutely magical, like completely magical for me. Just being in heart space for however many hours, I have no idea. I came to a point where, I don't know, what was like running through me was like, I am you, I am you. It was like that I really understood how we were all the same person. And I was always the person who liked to give a lot, and I find it quite hard to receive. It was this moment happened in the temple day where it was like I started to receive, and it was like this like reciprocity, I suppose, like started where it was like, you know, and it was like it was a complete game changer for me, that moment. It was like something switched in me, and it was like, I receive love, I give out love. I receive love, I give out love. And it was like this effortless wave just in and out, and it was just like, oh my God, it was a magical moment which I don't think will ever leave me, you know. It's like, this is how it works, you know.
When people sing together, after a while, all their heart frequencies start to align too. So it creates a sense of community, it creates a sense of belonging. And when we just gather here and sing or jam for hours, it's so amazing how you feel, like it uplifts your mood. You see everything more positive, you feel more open. We're all vibration. Everything is vibration, even this chair. There's a sound for my body, there's a sound for each one of my organs. And when we realize this again and we start to be quiet enough that we can tune into the vibration that we feel inside and bring the sound out of this, we can sing to an organ, we can sing to our body, we can sing to someone else's body, we can sing to a plant. It's really this universal language that has a very strong and potent healing effect.
There's no more going back, there's only going forward. I'm super excited and I feel empowered after this empowered residency. Duh.
Sound is the medicine of the future.
If the whole world would start to just free their voices, start to sing, to empower themselves, to trust in their voice, to trust in themselves, this would make a complete shift. This would like heal the whole world.
You know, this isn't just an experience of coming through this place. This is actually me waking up to me. It's really fun to be me.
If you're feeling that you're out of touch with your own purpose in life, that you feel stuck, that you're in a space in your life where you don't know where to go, and you don't know who you truly are or what your true gift to this world is, this is a space you can enter. It's an alchemical journey where I guarantee that you'll get in touch with those answers. I don't have them, you have them, and we provide a space for you to discover them and explore them. A space where you can really let go and give yourself full permission to ask, who am I truly? And what's my purpose? What's my path? And what's my magic? And how do I put that out in the world?